There comes a time when keeping things inside only makes the heart heavier. The truth is, I've been holding onto thoughts and feelings for too long, and now I can't keep them hidden any longer. It's time to share what's been weighing me down. I've carried these emotions in silence, but now it's unbearable. I need to speak my truth, to let you hear the thoughts that have been bubbling inside me. This isn't just about me anymore. It's about us, and it's time you knew everything. Sometimes the loudest voices aren't the ones we hear, but the ones that remain silent within us. I've been silent for far too long, but now I have to speak. It's no longer just about protecting myself. It's about sharing the truth. What's been in my heart for so long can no longer stay there. I'm letting go of the fear, the hesitation, and the uncertainty because there's something you need to hear. My truth is ready to be shared. For a while, I thought that keeping my thoughts and feelings to myself was the best choice. But the weight of silence has become unbearable. It's time to finally let it out. You deserve to hear what I've been carrying. Keeping secrets can sometimes feel like a heavy burden, but there comes a moment when you realize you can't carry that weight anymore. So here I am, ready to speak, to share the words I've been holding onto for far too long. There's a truth buried deep inside of me that I've been too scared to share. But now I realize that it's time to let go of the fear and allow my heart to speak, because you need to hear this. I can't keep it private any longer. I've been holding on to these thoughts for so long, thinking I could handle it on my own. But I've come to a realization that keeping it all inside is hurting me. It's time to let you in, to tell you what's really been going on in my heart. It feels like a weight lifting off my chest just to say it out loud. All this time, I've kept these thoughts and feelings locked away, but now I can't keep it to myself anymore. You deserve the truth, and I can no longer hide it. When your heart is full, sometimes the only way to breathe again is by letting it all out. I've been silent for too long, but now I can't keep it in. It's time to share what's been haunting my mind. I've been walking around with a heavy heart, afraid to let my emotions show. But now I can't keep this inside any longer. The truth is, it's time to let you know what's been really going on with me. I've spent too many sleepless nights thinking, wondering if this is the right time to speak. But now there's no more waiting. I need to let it all out, and you need to hear it. I've been carrying around so many emotions, too afraid to show them, but the time has come for me to be open, to share what's been hidden within me. It's no longer just about me. It's about being true to myself. and to you. There are thoughts and feelings that I've kept private because I was scared of how you might react. But now I realize that honesty is the only way forward. I can't hide this any longer, and you need to hear what's in my heart. I've been keeping my emotions locked away, thinking it was easier to protect everyone around me. But the truth is, holding it all inside has only hurt me. It's time to release these thoughts because you need to understand me. I've been bottling everything up inside, convincing myself that it would be easier to keep it all private. But now I've realized it's time to let go. You deserve to know how I truly feel. There comes a point when silence isn't golden. It's suffocating. I've been keeping my thoughts to myself for far too long. But now I can't bear the weight any longer. It's time to share what's been in my heart. All of these thoughts, all of these feelings have been building up for so long. I thought I could keep them under wraps, but now I realize the importance of sharing them. You need to hear what's been going on with me. I've spent so much time trying to keep things private, to protect myself from vulnerability. But today, I can't keep it inside any longer. It's time to release the truth and let you in on everything. I've held on to these feelings, thinking they were too complicated or too raw to share. But now I realize I've kept them locked away for too long. You need to know what's really been on my mind. It's taken me a long time to realize that silence doesn't heal. It hurts. Keeping everything private, keeping everything inside, it doesn't do me any good anymore. It's time to speak up and let you know what I've been hiding. I've carried these emotions quietly for so long, but the burden has become too much to bear. I can't keep it inside any longer. It's time to finally let you hear what's been on my mind all this time. Sometimes you don't realize how much you need to say until you can't keep it in anymore. That's how I feel right now. I've been holding on to these thoughts and feelings, but now it's time for them to be heard. I thought I could handle it on my own, but the truth is, I've been holding onto my emotions for so long that it's been wearing me down. It's time to let you hear what's been locked away in my heart. I've been keeping things to myself, thinking that silence would keep the peace. But now I see that the only way to truly heal is by sharing the truth. I can't hold it in any longer, and you need to hear it. I've been afraid of what you might think, afraid of being vulnerable. But now I know it's time to let go. These thoughts and feelings are too strong to keep quiet any longer. It's time to speak up. Sometimes the hardest thing isn't saying the words, it's realizing they need to be said. I've been holding back for far too long, but now I can't keep this inside anymore. You deserve to know the truth. I've spent so many years protecting myself from hurt by keeping my feelings to myself, but I've come to realize that true connection only happens when we open up. It's time to share what's been in my heart for so long. The truth has been inside of me for far too long, and it's weighing on me more than I ever imagined. I can't keep it private anymore. You need to hear what I've been feeling all this time. I thought silence would protect me, but now I see it's only been holding me back. It's time to speak, to share my truth, because I can't keep these feelings to myself any longer. For so long, I believed that keeping my thoughts to myself was the right thing to do. But now I can't ignore it anymore. My heart is full, and it's time to share what's been on my mind. The truth is, I've been keeping all of these emotions inside, thinking I could handle it. But now I realize that holding it in only makes things worse. It's time to let you in on everything. I've been trying to protect myself, keep everything bottled up inside, but I've come to understand that keeping things private isn't the answer. It's time to open up, to share what's really been going on with me. I thought I could keep these emotions to myself, but it's become clear that I can't carry this burden alone. It's time to speak out, to let you hear the truth that's been inside me all along. For so long, I've been afraid to let anyone see the real me, but now I realize that hiding my feelings is only hurting me. It's time to speak, to let you hear what's been weighing on my heart. I've kept my feelings private for so long, but the time has come to let them out. I can't keep pretending everything is okay when it's not. You deserve to know what's really going on with me. The silence has been suffocating me for so long. I've kept my thoughts and feelings to myself, but I can't do that anymore. It's time to share my truth with you and finally let you see what I've been carrying. I thought by keeping everything to myself, I could avoid the pain, but now I see that speaking my truth is the only way to truly heal. It's time for you to hear what I've been holding inside. There comes a time when silence isn't golden, it's damaging. I've been keeping these feelings to myself, but now I can't do it anymore. You need to hear what I've been keeping locked away. I've kept my emotions buried under the surface for so long, thinking I could handle it. But now I realize that the only way forward is to share them. You need to hear the truth. I've been silent for so long, thinking it was the best thing to do. But now I know that speaking my truth is the only way to move forward. I can't keep these feelings to myself anymore. There's a voice inside of me screaming to be heard. I've kept it quiet for too long, but now I can't ignore it any longer. it's time to let you know how I truly feel. I've been holding on to these thoughts and feelings, thinking they were mine to keep, but now I know I can't keep them to myself any longer. You need to hear my truth. For so long I thought that silence was the answer, but now I understand that it's time to speak up. It's time to share the feelings I've been holding inside for so long. I've been afraid to speak my truth, afraid of how it might change things. But now I realize that the truth is the only way to move forward. I can't keep it inside any longer. I've kept my thoughts to myself for so long, but now I can't do it any longer. You deserve to hear what's been inside my heart, and I need to let you in. The weight of my silence has been too much to bear. It's time for me to speak up, to share the truth that I've kept hidden for so long. You need to hear what's been on my mind. I've been holding on to so much, afraid to let it go. But now, I realize that sharing it is the only way to heal. It's time to let you in on what's really going on inside me.